Hello and welcome once again, everybody, to Modeller's Corner. We're back for a brand new series. Yay!
Yay!
We're back here for the next 10 weeks, starting from tonight up until the 11th of December. We're going to be bringing you some more Modeller's Corner banter and shenanigans, and also some new helpful material that we'll be hopefully be sharing with you guys come these next few weeks to help you guys boost your enthusiasm for modeling and also to get rid of the boredom that you may have encountered during this this lockdown, which, as far as people will know, it's actually recently started up again. So, well, it might be starting up again, but if it does, we'll try and do our best to keep you guys entertained if you're all feeling down. And yeah, that's basically the whole aim of it there. So, joining us tonight here is, returning once more, is Mr. Ben Hall. Say hello, Ben.
Hello, everyone.
And with me here also is the returnee of Mr. Max Davis, otherwise known as Terrier 55 Stepney.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're good.
So it's all good. So, it's good to see you all. Good to see Ben and good to see Max again here. It's been quite a while, and obviously, you guys can't see me. That's because I'm broadcasting in the middle of a riverside area, or it would be, if it was possible. But maybe if I just change this little settings here so you can see me. There we go.
Magic.
Magic.
And there he is.
He materializes. So yeah, this is just something I just saw recently. Like when I was getting everything set up there, the thing just came on saying, "Oh yeah, we've got a green screen feature." I was like, "What?" So I realized I had a green screen, so I thought, you know what, let's try it out. So put this green screen up, as you see right behind me here, and poof, there we go.
The wonders of modern technology.
It is definitely. I've seen this feature being used in like Zoom calls, not there. So some of the Zoom call meetings I've had there with friends, we had this sort of stuff. So, so yeah, we sometimes just like every time we start a meeting, just say like hey, can we what's our background for the meeting for today, and we just spend like maybe a few 5 minutes just picking our backgrounds and just settle for it.
Where do you want to be today? Yeah.
Where do you want to be today? I want to be in the riverside. I want to be in space.
You can still breathe. Brilliant.
What was it? There was
Yeah,
an old.
who needs oxygen?
In fact, there was actually an old Tomska video where he actually got a green screen set up there, and his friend saying like, right now you're in the jungle. Wow, this is so amazing. Now you're underwater. And he says, now you're in Russia, and he's like, oh, it's so freezing. And then suddenly he looks around, he's like, wait a minute, I'm literally in Russia. And the camera zooms out, and he actually is in Russia. He's like,
Oh,
where
nice.
am I? So somehow the green screen sort of teleported him to one location to another, literally. And when he got back from Moscow, he looked at the computer and he's like, right, where are you, man? Looks at the screen, he's like, oh god. And it turns out he green screened himself into deep space and he died from the lack of oxygen. So,
He'll be missed.
yeah. Anyway, back onto the trend here. As you know, Modeller's Corner, for those new to these sort of streams, it's basically three modelers embarking on a challenge to work on a type of model that they've wanted to do for a while, or just something they just want to have a try at. So, in these last few streams, we've made quite a number of models. I've been making like some props out there for branching engines, which I won't be working on today, maybe next week. But yeah, let's see what Max and Ben have in store for us. So, what are you going to be working on today, guys?
Ben,
Max, would you like to go first?
Oh, we're very polite, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right.
No, you go first. You go first.
I'm literally just going to be finishing up some little cottages.
Oh, that's nice.
Housey building kind of things. Very simple. They're just made out of card and then the Metcalf brick paper stuff.
Sweet.
But these are based on two of the ones that were used in the TV series at Lakeside, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Recycled after that. Kind of that sort of countryside feel. But I need to finish the roof and do all the doors and stuff. No one can get in at the minute, so it's
Boarded themselves up there.
Very severe lockdown. Yeah.
I know why they call them boarding houses.
No one gets in or out.
Very good.
Awesome. And Ben, what are you working on tonight?
Tonight I'm going to be working on this squad of 10 Space Marine models. They're all base coated. Well, that's going to show up. There we go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing the main colours using solely dry brushing. So we'll see how that turns out.
For me tonight, I'm going to be working on some Metcalf building kits that my friend Casey Jr. or Chris had given me. He's recently got back into railway modeling, and he asked for my help. And he said he has all these kits that he hadn't had time to make up there, so he's given me half of them to make up. So I'm going to have spend some time making those there for tonight. So if you give me a few minutes here, I've got one last wee errand to sort out here before I actually get right down to doing all this modeling stuff. So, Max, are you okay to take over the stream for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
All right, I'll be back in a wee bit, guys.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Let's have a party.
I'll just vanish, if you know what I mean. So, ooh.
Very good. So, how are you, Ben?
Very tired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately, with this
long-
whole situation, as far as anyone in work is concerned, you're either not in work or it's hectic as anything at work.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
in the
heard
latter
that with a
of the
few
two.
people. It's a real shame because, like, obviously, a lot of people sort of had to go off work, and like a lot of them still haven't come back, and then all the other people have kind of had to pick up the pieces for them. It seems.
Well, yes. Well, that's the thing, because being a what they would call a key worker, because I work in food retail, I've been at work since lockdown, and it's if you can imagine how hectic it is at Christmas, imagine that since February.
Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? I know. But the difference is you are very much needed at the minute, and you're doing the world a service.
Yeah. No, the notion is not lost on me, but I really do feel for anyone that is out of work at the moment, because it is rough.
Yeah.
But, what about yourself? How are you doing and everything?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's kind of been the opposite for me. Like I've not been working or anything, like actually out and about working. So yeah, a lot of time sort of inside. I spent a lot of all of lockdown in Dorset. So I've only been home for a couple of months, and I'm kind of using that time to catch up on all the things I was going to do in the meantime.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, a lot of like everyone else, a lot of the places I was going to go had to be cancelled on and things like that. But yeah, it's no surprise. Now I'm doing okay. Like everything sort of kicks in from next month for me. I'm doing another year of uni, so I've got a lot to prepare for that. But in the meantime, get to chill and do some models. It's great. I'm trying to think of life's urgencies. Well, they'll come later. It's fine.
It'll come to me. It's fine.
Yeah, we've got time. It's all right. It's only September.
No, I would at some point. I do want to get back to uni though, and do a degree in architectural engineering.
Oh right, okay.
But because of Corona and everything, it's like, well, that kind of threw that plan out the window.
Yes, yeah. Well, temporarily you can still hold on to that vision.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was
what
looking
sort of engineering would it be? Sort of like buildings?
Well, architecture can have quite a broad scope about it. There's so many things it can be applied to, including model making and whatnot.
That's true.
Because I was sorry.
That's true. Yeah, I was just saying.
Because I was looking at a prop making course, but that was all the way in Brighton, and at the end of the day, prop making is a rather sort of specific field.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas architectural engineering, it can be applied to props, or it can be applied to just about anything.
No, that sounds good. Yeah, definitely. Like keep that in mind to do.
Yeah.
Maybe next year or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a next year thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being like a prop maker or something in the future.
Sorry?
That'd be fun. I wouldn't mind being like a prop maker in the future, I think. Sounds good. I'm not so good at like the architecture side though.
Well, I think the because it's called architectural engineering. Everyone thinks, oh, it's you figure out like the architecture of buildings and that, and there is one application that it can be applied to.
Yeah.
It's just how you decide how you want to use it, yes.
Yeah.
So I think some of the prop makers on sort of Thomas and Tuggs, they had architectural sort of engineering backgrounds as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of technicalities like needed, especially for those kind of props, all the motors and everything. Mm.
What we got going on in the chat?
Yeah, I just remembered there's a chat. I was just quickly went to check that. Hello, everyone.
When do you? No, I am not him. Hey guys, so when do you think lockdown/COVID is going to end? I have no idea.
Who knows? If
I
we're all
I wish I had an answer for that.
I know. If everyone just keeps safe, then hopefully soon. But
Yeah.
if not, then get used to it. This is just chapter 1. Hello, Stepney the Bluebell Engine 55. Very nice name.
Not biased at all.
No, I just like the sound of the words. Yeah.
Sunshine the Tug. Oh, no, another good name.
Very good name. Also approved.
I'm hopefully going to go to film school. Oh, brilliant! I hope that works out.
Yeah, good on you. Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to quickly scroll back through the chat in case we missed anyone.
Yeah, I was not reading it.
Hello, it's my boy Stepney. Question for Michael when he gets back from Josh Productions 07. Michael, how do you get a job as a writer? I want to follow in your footsteps.
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, well, make sure to point that out to him when he gets back.
Yeah.
One from Stepney Bluebell Engine 55. Max, are you going to make more large-scale narrow gauge engines?
Well, I was going to, and then I stopped, and other models got in the way, as they usually do. But I have one project in mind where I will need one more large-scale narrow gauge engine. But if I can, I'm going to try and avoid building it because I could use the time elsewhere. So I'm going to see if I can temporarily get hold of a 16mm sort of ready-built engine to use to film with. But if I can't, then yes, I'll be building at least one more narrow gauge engine. Yeah, I've still got them. They're up there. The little Scarberries are made.
Well, I mean, if you've got the money for it, you could always, instead of scratch building it, you get one of the PDF model kits like Luke's got.
Yeah, they look absolutely lovely. It's just, time-wise and money-wise, I only need it for one particular video, so it's like if I can just, I know a friend who's got one, and
I see.
See if I can borrow it for 1 week.
Off very nicely.
Exactly, yeah. But we'll see. If not, then I'll have to build one. But yeah. Who's it going to be? Well, you'll have to have a guess. It's, what is it? Like a 1 in 6 chance of getting it. 1 in 7? 6 or something, yeah.
No, it depends how many you people plan to count, because I'm sure there's do you want to count the mid Sodor ones as well?
That's true. Okay. There's a small chance you'll get it right. Got a question for you there now from Robert Smith. There's any more Transformers as of late? And what are your thoughts on the upcoming Kingdom line?
Have I got any more as of late? I do, actually. I'll grab it now. Out the way, cat. Come here. Here we are. It's the latest acquisition.
Ooh.
It's actually a slightly customized one. Would you believe this is what they call an oversized knockoff?
Oh, really? Wait, so that's not like genuine?
No, it's not an official one. But what I've done is I've added a sticker on the chest, and it's got a third-party head.
All right. Okay.
Which is meant for a completely different figure. Also has light up eyes.
Oh, very nice. That's cool. Well, if you hadn't said it was a knockoff, I wouldn't have realised. So.
No, that's the thing about a lot of Transformers knockoffs. You've got sort of one end of the spectrum where they're dirt cheap and terrible.
Yeah.
Or they're like this, where they're actually really good, and in some cases they're better than the source material, which is surprising.
Okay. I mean, that's good. Are they like a lot cheaper as well? Oh.
Sometimes, I mean, this one I think was about £40.
Okay,
But it does have some like die-cast metal parts. But for an idea of size, that hang on, try and get this on camera. That's the original. That's the official one. Just to give you an idea of the size increase.
Okay.
Just to show that I do support the official lines.
Yes, not promoting knockoffs.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I went for this one in particular is because I wanted a Megatron figure this size, but as a tank.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
This one turns into a massive, great big tank. But the only other one of this size turns into his original gun, and that thing is a pain in the neck to transform.
I see. Yeah.
And I actually, I'd like to enjoy, playing with these figures, not have to sit there for an hour trying to transform it.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the fun in them, isn't it? It's easily able to switch between the two.
Answer the second part of that. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Kingdom line? I haven't actually seen any of it. I'm still waiting for the rest of the Earthrise line to come out, the one that was supposed to come out before it. But we all know what Hasbro like with their distribution. It's shoddy.
I mean, Mattel aren't always that much better, to be honest.
What we got? Majestic. Yes, Megatron is majestic. He approves of this. Currently working on a large-scale Peter Sam model made out of Lego. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's very good. Gotta love a model of Peter Sam. Very nice.
Sunshine the Tug. I need to get more Lego. Well, that depends if you've got the space.
Yeah.
So I've rather a large Transformers collection, which is why I don't tend to collect an awful lot else. Although I've treaded into the dangerous territory of Gundam kits.
Okay.
Like, oh, this one looks so cool. I can customize this one. It's like, oh no, stop. This is going to get out of hand.
Yeah, I've been like that a lot recently with models. Like, was it Hornby have released a brand new, is it Princess Royal? Massive big LMS engine. I don't need it. I'm never going to be filming with it, and you want it heavy for my layout, but it looks nice, and I want it. It's just, but it's just convincing yourself I don't need it. Don't need it. It's fine. Maybe one will be reduced in the future, but I don't need it now. It's tough.
And unfortunately, that's the trouble. It's been a problem with Transformers, even though some of the main stuff isn't like collectors as such. It's still like a limited run. So like once the shops don't have any more stock, that's it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know, they're not going to do any more unless there is like significant demand for it.
Yeah. Hello.
Ring. There we are. That's me back.
Hello.
Not too much.
I'm just answering questions in the chat and cracking on with painting.
All right. Right. I better get rid of this here because it's going to be a bit distracting for me, really.
There is actually a question for you.
There we go.
Oh,
was there?
Where'd it go? It's quite early in the chat.
Should probably get rid of this. I should probably get rid of this here.
Get going with you. Oh, here we go. Josh Productions 07. Michael, how did you get a job as a writer? I want to follow in your footsteps.
I was just asked, really. They just asked me, like, and I just said, like, well, yeah, I did some writing. So, what do you need me to write? So they told me what it is, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. So, I see when I was putting that down now, somehow I just kept thinking of that scene from The Young Ones, where Vivian tears down the opening sequence to The Good Life. Do you remember that?
I've not personally seen it.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Either that or I just don't remember.
But you've seen The Young Ones earlier with Rick Mail and Vivian Adrian Edmondson. No,
I may be too young to have seen it. I don't know.
I probably have.
Well, the guys in the chat there, folks in the chat there, you know what I'm talking about. Vivian tears down the opening sequence. It's actually a green screen effect. It was like from the 80s, like this show, and there's like really good illusion effect there. You just see the opening sequence of this very cheesy sitcom thing, and Vivian just like smashes his way through the screen. He's like, "No, we're not watching that." I hate it. It's so bloody nice. Felicity, Treacle, Kendall, and Richard, sugar flavored snow briars. What do they do now? Chocolate bloody button ads. That's what.
I'll have to give that a watch. It sounds good.
Oh, it is actually really good there. It's some really good visual effects. In fact, and also the voice actor for Billy Shoepack is actually in it as well. He makes an appearance.
Is it?
Yeah, he makes an appearance there. So, by the way, this is the kit I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be making these little terraces.
Very nice.
Need some houses.
Make some houses.
It surprised me where Todd's voice actors turn up. It's like I think it was it Lee Corns, the voice actor of Grampus?
Sounds correct. Yes.
Yeah. I apologise if I got that wrong. I'm very sleep deprived. Being night shift worker and all that. But yeah, he's in an episode of Blackadder Goes Forth.
All right.
So you get to see my hands now as well. Back to the old school of hands. And also, yeah, you can see Thomas in the background as well. If I just do this, you can see him there. Also, apologize for the muckiness of my couch, but what can you do? Right. So how did I build these things again?
Robert Smith, my TF Hall was Cliffjumper who totally isn't Bumblebee, FYI. Well, obviously. Also, my girlfriend has become a Starscream stan. I approve. Everyone loves Starscream. Except Megatron.
All right, let's see. Ooh.
Someone just reminded me to be careful of Stepney with the paint. I'll just move him along. He's fine. He's all right.
He is a precious boy.
Yeah, he's been through worse.
Not bad, worse.
Yeah. People always tell me off for like treating my model of Stepney badly and taking him places and taking photos in like really obscure places. But in my defense, it's my customized model. They're not difficult to come across, or at least like Hornby Terriers aren't. The Hornby Stepney's a different story, but this isn't actually Stepney. And like, I'd never dream of actually damaging a model or a prop that's actually, got value to it. So, and he still runs. He's fine. He's in good condition. He's been looked after.
I can't actually remember the last time I actually made one of these Metcalf kits. It was back in 2007, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, shows you how old it is. How old I am.
At least 13.
Yeah, but Michael has been doing model kits since the day he was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since the doctor cut the umbilical cord with a scalpel, I was immediately hooked on modeling. Funny enough, actually, you hear people saying about the when they get into like the railway bug and that. There, I actually had this weird vision. I was like, because sometimes with my mind sometimes taking things a bit too literal, I sometimes actually wonder: is there actually such thing as a railway bug? This bug does exist.
Oh, a literal railway bug.
Yeah, and somebody I actually did ask one time. It says, what do you think a railway bug looks like? And somebody says, I think it looks like a hunslet. I was like, oh,
yeah, I can get behind that.
I mean, the Romney Hythe and Dymchurch have an engine called the Bug, and maybe it just looks like that.
That is true, yeah.
That's cool. I like that. Funny, there was a video I did when I did my 10-year anniversary video for my channel. In the Q&A section, somebody asked me, like, are you ever going to do narrow gauge modeling? And no, I think that's when I did actually ask that question about, what does the bug look like? And somebody says it looks like a hunslet there. I actually thought to myself, well, what's the narrow gauge bug look like out there? And so I had this weird idea where I actually just I think I drew like a picture of a bug and just memorized it there, so you actually see it buzzing around my head, and it lands on my shoulder and it's about to actually go up and bite me in the neck. But before it does so, I actually just flick it. You just see the big massive splat on the wall behind me, and I just carry on like nothing's really happening. We just like carried on like we didn't even acknowledge it happened. It's just like some visual joke that nobody maybe not seen. But yeah, it just meant to show. I think it just showed like maybe I came close to actually getting bitten. But funny enough, I think I actually may have been bitten by it because me and fellow Thomas modeler Tim Fjord are going to be making the Mid-Soda Railway soon.
All right, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, we were thinking about it there for a while, and he had made a model of Duke, and I looked really good, and he painted up there to look like the Reverends, and I thought to myself, you know what? How would you like to do a combo project with me? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And I says, well, let's have a go at doing Mid-Soda. And he's like, yes, let's do it. So we've got the base. Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is. He's in the chat. Hello, mate.
Hello.
So yeah, we're gonna be having a go at making it there, and he's gonna be put in charge of all the rolling stock out there, and which I must point out as well, he's done a fantastic job on them. He's done Duke, Falcon, or Alfred. I think it's Alfred. Yeah, he's done. I think he started doing Stuart, and he did do Jim, but I think there was a mistake in the kit. Oh, the type of logo he's based off, so might be using him for Tim instead. I can't remember. He might explain more in the chat, but yeah, that's what's been happening there.
Yeah, because I think I've been sort of on and off following that project, and it's been interesting trying to figure out what kits were used for each loco.
Yeah, and I do have the kit that was used for Duke. I have that somewhere here, but I think that it was an old Gem's white metal kits?
Probably, yeah, because I think gem kits were quite sort of, there were a lot of them back then.
Yeah, and nowadays there's only a handful, I think.
Yeah,
Are they still being made, or are they just now limited stock?
I think so. I'm very sure the Vary kits are still made. I think they're sold. I think they're sold through Parkside Dundas now.
Are they? Don't know.
I was waiting for who makes the Talakan coaches again in 009? There's a few, but
I think it was Mike's Models. I think was.
Oh yeah, Mike's Models is one. That's true. It's either that one or
there was another brand. I can't remember. I can't pronounce the name of it though.
Yeah, I think it's the other ones I was going for, and I've been waiting
kit
for it for
ones
years.
or
Sorry.
was that kit built ones or ready to
Yeah,
run?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they're like were they not like brass versions?
Yes, I think that those are the ones.
Yeah, because I think if my mind's correct, didn't they also not make the Talclin white metal kit as well?
I probably did. I think the packaging looked similar. Now to think of it. So.
Yeah, I think these days, everybody now these days are buying the Bachman Thomas style coaches. And,
yeah, I was about to say, I was waiting for the kit ones to come out for so many years, and I kept asking, like, can you email me as soon as they come back in stock? I'd like to buy some. And they're like, yeah, we're just waiting for the supplier and everything. In the meantime, the Thomas Bachman ones came out, and it's like, well, you know what, this will do. These are available now. Yeah, so I bought 3 or 4 of those. Yeah, they're nice coaches.
Let's see. Tell me if you want to say Meridane. I think it's that.
Meridian.
Meridian. Worsley Works and 9 Lines all do Talcon Railway coaches.
I think it was the original 4-wheel ones I was after.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't mind getting to the bogey ones at some point.
I've never heard of 9 Lines. Never heard of them.
No,
yeah, nine lines. I think they've been around for a little while, but they're not one of the more sort of well-known 009 manufacturers.
Right.
I'm still saying that I'm still waiting on the release date for the ready-to-run Bachman Hunslet. Because I pre-ordered one with Parkside Dundas, and it's just like, can I have a release date at least, please?
Yeah. They've already got samples of those, haven't they?
Yeah, there are 3D printed samples of them.
Oh, it's strange they haven't got a release date then. Yeah.
Trying to work right here. Let's see. Oh, right. Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay. Just trying to work out what the what glazing I have to use here for this. So, I'd say this would probably be like a good way of just like showing people, like, about how to make up these kits actually. Because
I've not made one for years either.
Yeah, because I know there's like I've seen many people have actually built a whole majority of these kits all over time, like, because they're just widely used. I think I remember hearing there was one modeler fellow who I once knew, where he was sick to death of seeing Metcalf buildings on people's layers, and he said he just says, like, for God's sake, people, just go out and just make your own.
I mean, I'm kind of doing a mix of both. I made this building myself, but then I'm still using the Metcalf brick on it, so it looks the same. But well.
But you're using the
brick paper.
Yeah, using the brick paper, so it's still technically a scratch build.
Yeah.
I don't envy anyone who wants to put the individual bricks on it.
I mean,
unless you're somebody from the Pendant Museum where you actually paint every individual brick.
Yeah. If I had the time, I would, but
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that as amazing as it looks, it does take a lot longer.
yeah.
I know. Like they model. You see all these colleges that they have then, and they model the interiors as well. And you think to yourself, like, who's going to see them if the buildings are going to be that like so far away
I know.
from the
Yeah.
public eye? But
Yeah, I've seen videos like massive skyscrapers and stuff, and like every room is detailed like differently from the other. And it's just like, wow, great, but
there's a funny story I heard from the Jerry Anderson podcast where Jamie Anderson was talking about this little what do you call it, little factoids that they sometimes throw in for the behind the scenes of famous productions like Thunderbirds and Captain Scott and so forth. But they said in the first episode of Captain Scott, the scene where Captain Brown's duplicate explodes, you see the whole building, they're all like demolished and explode to pieces. He actually said that the modeling team actually spent ages and ages making the interiors for each individual rooms because the original idea was to actually have each room exploding out, so you can see all this really cool, like all these furnitures and paintings and chairs and desks go flying out of these windows in a big fireball.
Yeah.
And what instead comes up is a big giant dust cloud, which is literally covers the entire camera, so you can see bugger all.
Oh no, that's such a shame. Oh.
So they spent all that work, they spent all that time and effort, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
In fact, what was it I actually bought the other day? It's actually, I found it a really good read. Let's find it here. Like, if you guys want to get this book, you might have some difficulty getting it there, but I managed to get this one for an easy sum. But this is really good. This is 21st Century Visions, written by Derek Medding. So this actually tells you everything about how they did all the special effects in Thunderbirds and so forth from the early days up until like what's the recent one they did, like Thunderbird 6, Space 1999, UFO, The Secret Service. Like, I'll see if I can give you guys this. Let's see now, what's a good one to show?
Actually, where would you recommend to get that? Because I've been meaning to pick up a copy.
Well, I got this copy from, I think I got this from Amazon for like about less than maybe £40 out there, but that was the cheapest you can get there. Other copies you can get it for like well over £100.
Oh God!
And it's only like, it's like the iOS, like, it costs that much there, but it's only like, that thick. But it's like, it's jam packed with all the information you really need to know. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find a really good one that's to show you guys. For example, like, because I'm gonna be using this as a referencing for Brassline Engines. Not there, right? Here's a good one here. Like in Thunderbirds, the Fire Flash. There you go. See, nice model of the Fire Flash. Yeah, this bit here, that's a giant close-up model that they made specifically for that shot.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that's what they're being filmed out
there.
Oh,
then yeah, like a different scale.
Yeah, different scales in there. So it's like with Thomas in there, like, they had to make different scales in there for the model shots and close-ups. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's talks about the rolling sky backdrop as well, and some of the disadvantages that they had with it.
Okay.
That
sounds good.
Yeah, because there was one disadvantage that they had with the rolling sky backdrop was that the canvas kept sliding off, and so in order to prevent that, they had to put like a chain drive belt on it. Which took a while to do, yeah.
Right, what do I do?
But I was down at my local men's shed earlier today, the place where my model railway club is all based at now. But there's a fellow there who says he wants to help me out. He wants to help make up an overhead camera rig to film Brassline Engines with here. So
that'll be good.
Whatever way we're going to go about it here, Yeah, whatever way we're going to go about it, it's going to be like one of those like dolly camera type ones, like overhead type things. So goodness knows, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll have to get like skateboard wheels or something or other.
Well, saying that, I've got a where is it? It was a because I was looking at wheels for one of my boat cases.
All right.
Look up Keystone casters and wheels. That might have something that you could use.
Try that, yeah.
Lucy, going off what Michael said about the interior buildings, one of the Godzilla movies used Barbie dolls as mannequins in a shop window on the set. Oh, wow.
Nice. 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 I think the only Godzilla film I ever saw, like I haven't seen the originals though, which I really should. I saw the 90s one with Matthew Broderick.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, I never really quite understood it really. Chris is looking to jump into the thing. Chris, I think we'll leave it for this week, mate. Maybe another time. Not this week, mate. Sorry. But you'll not slag off the Western again. Well, I don't know. I mean, you did record an apology video, but we're not ready yet to broadcast that.
The apology was worse than the insult.
Actually, to be honest, it actually was. It was quite funny. And he was looking to broadcast it on my channel, but I won't show it. I won't show
We'll
it.
never see the light of day.
It's not even that funny, really, to be honest. That's actually a good impression of him reacting. That's how he reacts. Woo!
Woo!
Sorry, Chris. Love you, missing me. Anyway. Yeah, it was funny.
Could you learn your lesson, Chris? Well, we hope you did.
Well, funny enough, though, the trailer that I filmed with him for this stream a couple of weeks back, that actually is the reaction we actually had when we met up with each other. He came out. He just messaged me. He says, "Do you mind if I come over?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And we just sat there in silence, like, "What are we going to do? What is it talking about?" We haven't. There hasn't been anything happening. We haven't been anywhere for a while. What are we talking about? So I just said, like, this is probably like a good idea for a trailer. So I just read up. So we just improvised this whole dialogue. So we're like, have you been up to much lately? Nah. Okay.
I'm surprised how long you carried it out for. It's like
I'm actually surprised. Yeah, most of all that there was just us improvising. We literally improvised everything we said. Like, I think the line, have you been to any movies lately? No. Oh, I saw Blue Bottle the other day. Ooh, that's quite cool. Yeah. But, what are you sure it was a Blue Bottle? I don't know. It flew away before I can get a chance to look. Oh, it's just one of those wee things. But the ending of it though, where I actually said, like, for goodness sake, can we just talk about something positive during this lockdown? And when he's about to say when he's about to suggest that, we literally just cut to the credits, and it's actually a joke from an old TV series called Trainspotting, which used to be on the Discovery Shared channel, I think, for a while. And
was that the one with Mark Found?
Yes. In fact, it was also this was actually taken from the first episode, where they're just sitting in a signal box and it's like constantly silent. And one of them just says, "Well, one of us should say something," and then to which point Mark says, "Well," and it just cuts to the end credits.
Yeah, they cut him off. I remember one of the series that Mark Found did was that Supermodels. The first one they did was that massive, great big model of HMS Fearless.
Oh yes,
gigantic that thing was.
I actually remembered asking Mark. Actually, is it possible? Can we actually have that series released on DVD?
Mm.
And he replied like saying, he says, "I'm not sure because the it all depends on the demand for it, really." He says Garden Railway got its on DVD because everybody really wanted to see it again, and there was not that many videos relating to it. So that's why it's now, it was put on a limited DVD release, and it used to be on video as well, if I remember rightly, because there was a model shop I used to go to, and he had the complete collection on VHS. And as much
because I remember when it came out, I don't think DVDs had actually become a thing just yet, so it was on VHS first.
Yeah, in fact, I remembered when I actually watching the TV, they actually had adverts for little end of credits adverts saying and if you want to see more of the Garden Railway here, you can actually you can buy the videos right now. If you call this number, you can place your order now. And I tried to order it. Goodness knows how many tries I tried to order it there, but I kept whoever answered the phone just put it on silent. I was like, "Hello, can I put an order, please?" And it's just like constant silence. I'm like, no, it's
It's Garden Railway people answering the phone, you see.
Oh, we've got another one here. Where's he from? Oh, I don't know, somewhere up north. Put him on mute for a bit. Okay. Where's those clamps?
We've got. By the way, where's Mr. Biddle? We lost him.
Oh, Mr. Biddle. Yeah, he's not available tonight. He's away off to see a friend. So hopefully he'll be back next week. So dear Biddly Widdly is not here today.
Biddly Widdly.
Biddly Widdly. Oh, God, that's gonna be a new pet name for him.
Biddly Widdly.
Biddly Widdly. Tom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, mate. Oh, it's gonna be like.
What are you building now, Max? He's building buildings.
I'm building buildings. I've got the chat turned up. I'll pop in and out, but yeah, I'm just doing the roof on one of the lakeside buildings. It's like a tiled roof, so basically what you do is you get tiny little strips of card as neat as you can, and then cut with scissors tiles length, almost all the way through, and then it creates a row of tiles basically, and you just stick those on. Saves a lot of time instead of doing them individually. So,
right, which one was this one? I was actually trying to think exactly what I was going to make this week here, and it was a choice as to should I make this one of these Metcalf kits or a tugboat kit that I was planning for Branch Engines there, and I do have it with me at the moment here, but I might save it for next week here because I haven't got all the stuff ready yet for it.
Are these buildings going to be background for branch-led engines, or
no? These ones here, these are for Casey Jr.'s model railway or his loft railway.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's asked me to make them here. So building wise for Branch Engines, I actually had to make up a list as to how many buildings were actually required for Branch Engines and sum up do a tally chart there, and it came up to about 84.
Oh,
total.
wow.
So yeah, and only 19 of them have been built. Some of them haven't even been painted yet. So I'm trying to see about going through the list one at a time and see what can be done. I had to make one sad decision to actually rebuild one of the props, which is the Elsbridge River Bridge. Because as much as I did try to make it look all good, but to be honest, it's not really that good standards there. So I might just change it to something else, make it a different one. But I'll keep it as a spare though, just in case things don't work out. But I still like your buildings, Max.
Max, can we see Darcy? And Mike, can we see May?
Yeah,
people want to see the doggies.
Yeah, since I was last on this, I've gained a dog. I don't think she was here last time. Darcy's downstairs, and she's a lot bigger than when we got her as a puppy, so she can't come upstairs. She's not allowed up here because we've got a really narrow staircase. And I also just don't want her up here because all my models are up here, and they go well with dogs. I did not build them with dogs in mind.
No.
Darcy will be in a couple more videos of mine in the future, and another dog as well in a few weeks' time or a few months' time. It's not ours, but yeah, there's another dog.
I was just about to say, getting another dog.
Nope. No. It's
in terms of May here, yeah, she's actually here. In fact, she's actually now living with me now. She where her dog pen is now for we had a portable unit put in place for my niece and nephew to make it into like a wee playroom for them. So it's quite nice now. So I'm trying to see now about saving up and buy one of my own to film Branch and Engines in. But can't really the way things are at the moment. I don't really have the income right now for it. So that's why the film's taking a while to get done. But yeah, if you want May here, I'll just get her here very quickly.
Yeah, that's always the issue with these projects is money.
Exactly. Yeah, time and money. There's not enough of it in the world.
I mean, with my 10 cents model, I'm always, keeping an eye out for. I've still got a few bits I need to get, but it's a case of get them as and when.
Yeah.
I was quite lucky though. I picked up a couple of.
Yeah. No, carry on.
No, I see a kitty.
But yeah, no, like she just jumped down, and I was like, "You're not a dog," but oh well.
Still cute and fluffy.
Look, dog. Your worst nightmare.
There's May.
And now May she'll finish building the kit.
Yeah. In a turn of events.
Oh.
Let me see. Oh. Hey, don't eat the model. Thank you.
Dog. All right.
That's the animal section of the stream over.
Yeah. just so you know, here, May's just having nibble there. Hello.
May, leave my kit alone.
Leave my little kit alone. So,
yeah, as I was saying, although my 10 cents model is currently packed away because I haven't quite got the room to work on it, I did pick up a couple of new speed controllers for it.
Oh, sweet.
So, because there's going to be one to drive the motor and the other one to drive the smoke unit.
Okay.
So, it's interesting trying to shoehorn all this stuff into the model because although the tugs are on a larger scale,
yeah,
I am actually cramming quite a bit into this model.
So we are.
And I have to try and make the thing float.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing? I've seen somebody do this actually, and it looked quite good. Where you actually have a sort of support pole you put underneath the hull to keep the thing balanced.
Oh, a keel, like sailing yachts use.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about? Because that would help keep the balance, would it not?
Well, it should, because all the weight is most of the weight is in like the batteries and the smoke unit. That is all in like the very bottom of the hull. Hopefully it won't need it, but yeah, if it turns out it's a little unbalanced, then I will add a weighted keel. Because I don't think strapping it to a trolley and putting it in the local boat lake will quite work. Bottom of that lake is nowhere near as clean as the tug's pool probably would have been. There's actual wildlife in it. Well, I was saying that though, of all things, there's terrapins in the local boat pond.
Oh, really?
And the thing is, it's not connected to a river or anything. It's isolated, so someone must have like dumped their pets in it or something. It's like you could have at least like tried to find a home for the poor things, not just throw them in the lake.
Go on, downstairs now. Go on.
Be off with you.
Go on, stop eating everything now. I gave you a dog treat, now go on. Whitehouse, please show us dog. May, come on. There you go. There's dog.
Here you go.
Dog. There you go. Let's give you a cutting of a grooming here because there's still some of your old hairs and all still shedding.
Oh, she's shedding.
Some of them are actually have become like from now permanent balls. Like if you see there, that's actually like one big ball of fur.
Oh yeah.
She's got like two of them on both sides of her head, but I'm afraid to actually cut them in because they're like fused to her skin. So I don't want to cut them in case I actually scab her by mistake.
Yeah, you might have to see about getting a like a proper pet trimmer.
Yeah, but to be honest, they don't really bother her that much, and plus they're actually good for grab handles. If you ever want to give her a wee fuss, we're doing that there. Hey, you like that? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you like that? Good wee fuss, yes. A good wee fuss. Okay, right now go on, bugger off.
Time's up.
Bugger off.
Right, time's up. Bugger off.
Shut off.
Oh. So
Buzz off. Yes, I did hear that in Michael Angelis's voice.
Yes.
Buzz off. I always love that bit there where he imitates the flying and the bee and his feet burnt. He just does a very quick ooh ah
Yeah.
ooh. what is it? My nephew now, he's recently now getting into Thomas now. So a couple of weeks back, I bought him. I was getting some diesel in the garage, and I found whilst I was paying for the fuel out there, I saw that this garage had this DVD rack there. It had one of the old Thomas DVDs on it.
All right.
It was like truckloads of trouble and other stories.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, definitely like way back, early 2000s. So I thought, well, might as well get that there because I mean, what are the chances? Plus, it was like £5, so I thought that's decent enough. So I got him it there and I surprised him with there, and he was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Can we put it on? Can we watch Thomas?" Then I was like, "Sure." So he sat down.
If you insist.
He sat down and he watched it all the way through, and he loved it.
Oh. Is
so
this like model era stuff or?
model era, yeah, all model era.
All right.
So he found that very entertaining there. So it's why I put a thing up on Twitter saying, like, watching classic Thomas with my nephew, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, best choice ever."
Yeah, it's nice that the sort of the classic stuff is still appealing to kids nowadays.
Yeah. Even though they always keep bringing up the sad story of Henry numerous times. He comes out in the next episode, guys.
It's okay, they let him out.
Yeah, people just love to make it out like it's the most traumatic thing ever put on television. Yeah. There's worse, unfortunately.
Oh, definitely worse. For those who used to watch Animals of Farthingwood, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh God.
May, I can't play fetch right now. I'm doing a live stream. She's brought her old chewed up toy ball here for me to throw for her. All right, here. Go on.
Saying that though, what was it? Traumatic things for the kids. When the original 1986 Transformers the movie first aired in cinemas, there were kids running out crying at the death of Optimus Prime scene.
Yeah.
But to Hasbro, it was just a case of they were just killing off the original characters to make way for the new toy line. They had no idea that people were so invested in the characters.
Yeah, because I think I said and remember in a previous stream there, didn't they also the G.I. Joe film had to change their storyline because they didn't want to be inconjoined.
They didn't want to make the same mistake, yeah.
Yeah, so they actually said, when this guy gets fatally wounded, they're like, "Oh, he's gone to a coma." Like, clearly he's died. Clearly he's died.
Yeah.
He's not seen throughout the rest of the film, and then when they win the battle, they're just like, "Hey, he's come back. He's come out of his coma. Yay! Continue on. Continuity."
Yeah, the Transformers movie had a sort of very hasty edit as well at the end. After the end, or just before the end credits rolls, it does say, the greatest Autobot, Optimus Prime, will return, even though he was actually dead.
Optimus Prime will return in Thunderbot.
Oh, there is an Optimus Prime-esque figure, but in sort of, I don't know, loud 90s colours called Thunderclash.
Oh.
Well, what's funny is that they revised, they sort of brought back that character for the IDW comics.
Right.
And what was it, where they rewrote the character as a massive, adventure ponce.
Right. Let's see.
I'm afraid of the rain. Well, stay in then.
Right, I'm just looking at this kit here, and it's just giving me these options here. I might have to do a bit of a shout out now to Chris. Hey, Chris, what way do you? Sorry, wrong camera. What way do you want? Do you want these bits here fitted on, or do you want them out? Because right now, you have the options. Do you want those on or off? If you know what I mean, those wee windows. Yes,
Ask the audience.
I know it's looking well there, but do you want these windows covered up with those ones there, or do you want them off? I can leave them with.
Oh,
them
the bay windows.
Yeah, do you want the bay windows on or off? Chris is CJ Junior. So is that yes he wants them on, or is it yes he wants them off?
Yes.
Yes, that would be an equitable matter. Funny, that episode was actually on last night that I was watching. I thought, Jesus, this is age well. So, all right, mate, I'll throw it again for you. Oh. Flips you loves getting attention.
Smack them on.
I mean, that's what he asked for. Got to do it now.
He asked for it.
And the one goes flying.
It was going so well too. Right. Well, don't need the bay windows on just yet. So, what's the next bit? Curtains. Joy.
Because it's not incredibly clear from my camera what I'm actually doing. This is what I meant earlier. Get little strips of card and they're like just not cut all the way through. And then you stick them on and it makes lovely little tiles. You can like have the odd one like poking out and stuff to make it look a little bit more
with that is you can like cut little like notches out, like little chips and that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it would happen. They're out weathered all day, so.
Ugh, excuse me.
It's all right.
Lou asked, "What's the brown building?" Just I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like a generic.
it's a thing.
What is I don't have a clue. I made this just a few days ago, but like I wanted it to just be like a generic punks and then Thomas style building. It's just a wooden little shed thing, whatever you want it to be, really. Like a garage. It's got like a corrugated door on it, and then there's like a closed one there you can swap it out with. But I filmed the progress making this because I was maybe in the future I'll do like just how to make a very quick building kind of thing in the future, and that'd be useful. So
yeah,
you'll see it again. Yeah, whatever you want it to be. It's up to interpretation.
Whatever your imagination says it is.
Yeah.
So going back to Garden Railway again, like, you know, when Mark finds like trying to, he's modifying a wagon to make it into like a track cleaning thing. He saws off a bit of like undercarriage in this old wagon. He says one thing I've learned from the show is that anything like that, just use this bit of car for example. He says, if you ever see anything like that, do not throw away. That there will have some use somewhere. And there's a lot he's like, I don't even know where I'm going to put this, but save it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's where hoarding becomes a problem.
Sorry, say again, Max.
I said problem is like that's where hoarding becomes a problem because
everything.
And a lot of things are useful, but
it'll find a use somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like with me right now, I'm making all these buildings here, but I haven't got anywhere to put them on. Though incidentally, I actually did buy a roll of roofing felt there today to use for the baseboard.
To like keep the help reduce the noise.
No, actually, just use as a base base texture for the whole shoot.
Oh, I see.
That's what I've used for like most of my videos is roofing felt. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna give it like a spray of different like textured spray paints out there. Just give it like the old dirt gravel type look, and then we'll go on to see. Because I know I've got the new backdrop and all for Branch Lines as well. Because the old one didn't really look all that good. In fact, it was like one that you've seen quite a lot. Once you've seen this one, you pretty much have seen it in everybody's videos.
Mm.
So I thought, yeah, might as well go for a change this time around. And plus, it didn't all look all that good. So I sold it off and bought a brand new one there. So it actually looks a lot more better now than what it did before. Can't reveal what it is yet, though, but let's just say there's a bit of a nostalgia feel to it.
You'll have to wait and see.
You'll have to wait for the next 10 years. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna. I actually literally have no idea when I'm gonna even start this film. I keep saying it's gonna be made, but I just don't even know when. It's just because like lots of stuff keeps getting in the way, and it just keeps preventing me from doing it. And it's frustrated me quite a lot.
You've got to make tomorrow today.
Now you're mentioning like textured spray paints. I've actually been giving this stuff a go.
Oh yes,
Plasticoat Stone, and did it on a little test bit of Plasticard.
It's really good, though, isn't it?
Mm.
Does it like clog up the nozzle at all, like the actual texture?
You'll have to.
No, it's made for it, so
yeah,
you can use it as a regular spray paint.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will clean it off, every once after a few uses, like so.
Mm.
And that's just straight onto sort of untreated Plasticard, just to see how well it would take.
Yeah, I'll show you.
See the white does still show through.
I'll show you a wee sample here. Hang on.
And it does have a rough texture to it as well. That doesn't really show up on camera, but.
Oh, sorry, right, these here houses here. These are the ones I'm using for branch. I've made for branch lines. Not these, just some background houses there. But the roofs here were painted using that textured paint. If you can just get, so you can get that bit of old chip stuff out there. So it does look quite good. So this is not really a good camera to use though, but yeah, they're just loose houses out there. So they're all for backdrops out there. So I've printed more of these anyway. So at some stage. Ooh. Tell you what, even though it's cold outside there, it's actually roasting today.
Roasty toasty.
Yes. What was it? The other day I actually had a bit of an old nostalgia trip with this old remix song I came across, which I haven't literally heard this song since my teen years, and hearing it back now, it's just like, flip. When was the last time I heard this? But it's do you remember the remix Red Zone? That might be an old one though for you guys to remember, but if you just look it up online, you'll probably know what I'm referring to. But there's another song that the composer did, and I think what's the name of it now called? Bug me for it. Yeah, I posted up on Twitter just saying like, haven't heard this for years, like. Right, the composer's called Tatch, and I think the tune's called Xpher, Xepher, and when I first listened, when I listened to it there and I came across it, I thought myself, flip, I haven't heard this tune for years, and yeah, it's definitely quite good.
So nice feeling though, returning to something like that you've not heard for ages.
Yeah, but the only slight problem is when I was listening to it there, I kept thinking to myself, like, oh, have I got a assignment to send in for tomorrow? And then realizing, oh wait, I'm not in school anymore.
Flashbacks.
Because these were like tunes I used to listen to whilst I was doing my homework.
Yeah.
Though then again, I think I kind of spent most of my teen years actually listening to anime soundtracks
Fair enough. Yeah.
than actually watching any anime. I think for a while I started watching Pokemon again, but didn't do much after that.
Actually, mentioning anime, I've started rewatching Cowboy Bebop for the umpteenth time.
All right.
It's one of those rare examples where the what was it? The dubbed version is better than the original Japanese.
I must check that actually. Also, speaking of which, I'm actually overdue for doing my rewatch of Mysterious Cities of Gold because I did watch it again last year and I was halfway through series 2 and I just stopped for a bit and I forgot to carry on again. So I might have to do another rewatch of that again, just to remind myself. Because I know that you can now watch series 3 on cartoon streaming sites now, which is good.
All right.
So it makes the challenge less stressful. But I do know that the 4th series is coming out later this year. In the French translation. So it might be until, I don't know, maybe a few years or so before I hear the English dub. Well, I don't even know if the English dub will be recorded, but the worrying thing is it going to be the last series or is it going to be another 2? I have no idea. But it's so engaging. Though, also, what was I did start watching again was the Movement series. Because there's a friend of mine in the Pablo cast team. She's a big fan of the Movements. And she grew up watching the felt versions. The felt animated versions. And I grew up with the anime, so I started watching both, and I think I found the anime more engaging. In a way,
I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't even know there were 2 different versions of it.
Well, to be honest, there's actually many versions.
Oh God!
Yeah, there's actually like a marionette version.
Oh wow!
There's several Japanese dub versions, like anime types. There's the felt type one, which is very popular. There's a very weird Russian one, and boy, is it really Russian because it's so weird because Snufkin is actually portrayed as a duck, and he's not. Is it a duck or a chicken? I can't remember, but he's actually he's a human character, but he's somehow made into an animal. And I don't even know what the Groke is meant to be. It's this weird ball of fur, I suppose.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah. But yeah, then I started watching the new series Moving Valley from Sky One, which is all right.
Or is it like a reboot or?
Yeah, it's like a 3D reboot there. It's all right. It does like recapture like the old tales now there from the old stories, but they have a new twist. They added a new twist on them.
All right.
So like one of the ones I always look back is when Thingamy and Bo steal the King's Ruby from the Groke, and they hold the trial scene, and suddenly Sniff comes in and he just destroys the ruby in the process. And they're like, wait a minute, that's not what happened in the book. That didn't happen.
This is not how it happened.
That's not how it ended. So yeah, they actually do like go in many different directions with the whole plot twist. I'm like, okay, I did not expect that.
I think that's good though. With a reboot series, they don't sort of play it strictly to the original. It's nice to reinvent it a bit, but at least in some way stay true to the source.
Unless you're Rick and Morty and you just don't follow the plot at all whatsoever. Just
That's a plot.
Nope, we're not going. Nope, we're not doing this. What are you doing there? Right, where is the base for this? Here we go.
Got a comment a while back saying the Lego Railway modeler said, "I need more Terra 55 Stepney content." Damn it, I'm trying. It's difficult, right? Regular content is a pain.
But one man.
I know. I've got my own life, but no, I'm trying. I'm trying to catch up with all of the stuff I've like filmed over the summer and last summer actually, and I haven't got around to editing yet. I've still got an episode already filmed, but yeah, I've just not had time to do it yet. But we'll get there. There's time yet.
Funny, I was just thinking there now. It's like well over a year now since me and Ben actually met in person.
Oh God, yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, last August. And I was all
COVID.
I know, and I was actually all set to come to go this year.
Mm.
Like, was this at the Tugs event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I must go back to them.
So, never mind. There will be more in the future.
I hope.
Yeah, we hope. Why are you growling at the other cat? Stop it.
You're a cat, not a dog. There's a good video I saw where this father in Scotland has a wee baby boy, and every time the baby laughs, it makes the sound of a sheep. It's it's the weirdest baby laugh ever. The wee baby just goes meh like that. You just see the father just go like, you're a boy, you're a baby boy, not a sheep. Meh. No, stop.
People will start asking questions. Don't.
That was like the whole video. He's just like begging the baby to stop bleating. The baby.
Oh, that's going to be played at their wedding when they're older.
Stop now, darling.
Now then, now then, now this, now.
Now then. Now then. DWR Modeler 5741. Improving my Hornby Gordon while watching this is really relaxing. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. That's the whole point of the streams.
Yeah. You'd be productive and enjoy it. Brilliant.
All right, mate. You just pass out in the corner there. That's just walked over and just collapsed.
Bless her.
It's all right. She's still alive.
Just pooped.
No, she's just currently waiting for me to throw the ball for her again, but I'm not going to.
Throw the damn ball!
Hey, throw the ball!
Oh, someone's sneezing. That's not great.
Oh dear.
Need more traction engines in this show, methinks. I don't know. Do we need more traction engines?
Has one ever appeared?
I think Chris has been the only one to actually put a traction engine model on his thing.
Well, he could try, but I'm not going to allow it. It's my channel. I know what I bloody well like on it.
My channel, I give the orders.
My channel, my rules.
Mind you, talking about which though, in that apology video, actually, it does actually show a clip of me actually beating Chris up, saying, "Never post videos on my channel without my permission."
You will do it, you're told.
Right, stop that. Stop that now. Stop that at once.
Stop that, stop that. No remodeling to do, thinking how to make a Terrier into an engine from a goods railway. All right.
Terrier is a good engine.
I highly recommend weathering it.
Yes. I recently got the new Hornby Brighton Works.
Oh yeah.
It's on my desk. I'll grab it in a minute. It's very nice. I think it's the closest
Very
we're going to get
nice.
to a Hornby Stepney for a while, perhaps. So, but it's nice to have like an accurate A1X in improved engine green colours. I've not done anything as well. I'm just straight out of the box. But, yeah, very nice model. I'm so glad Hornby have done the new Terriers.
Are you sure?
And Rails of Sheffield.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever not going to do Terriers.
Yeah, it's become one of their classics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only good engines from the LBSC. You hush your noises.
Hi, Chris. You've already had trouble with the folks up at the Great Western Railway now. Don't slag off the LBSC, folks. All three of them. I kid.
Oh, right. First layer of green is done.
Way.
Hey.
And now the second one.
It's not easy being green.
I think this is one of the really great benefits of dry brushing is that it helps. It's like a good way of highlighting the model, like highlight colours.
Give me a second.
I don't know how well this fella will show up, but the green on most of the colours on that's. Hang on, I'm trying to adjust the light. That's a bit better. That's almost all dry brushing.
Oh wow! Okay. Very smart.
And as you can see, it really sort of helps sort of highlight the raised areas while leaving the recesses darker. That model was actually real pain to make. It's probably been kit bashed from about 10 different kits.
Sorry, which one is it?
This one here. Actually, do you want to enlarge the camera? It might show up a bit better.
Yeah.
There we are.
Oh, sweet. It's like a Super Saiyan.
But green.
But green.
Yeah, let's see how close we can get this. Yeah, you can see in all the armor plates on the leg here. You've got the raised bits as well. That's what dry brushing can do.
Hmm.
You start with the darker colour and work up to brighter
Okay.
ones. It's also a really good technique for weathering as well, especially if you haven't got an airbrush or don't have access to one.
Yeah.
Then I have got an airbrush. I just need to practice with the damn thing.
Yeah, same with me. I need to get more use out of mine. Because I'm still using aerosols now to paint all my stuff.
Yeah. And they're not cheap.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, even depending on what color it is you're looking for. Most of the ones are just using like primer coats out there, and then sometimes I think the primer is more or less the color you're after.
Mm. Someone's noticed the tin train. Yes.
Yeah,
I did wonder.
I actually used to have one of those. Several.
Yeah, I literally bought it today in Home Bargains.
All right.
Yeah, it's a.
Are they bringing them back for
sweet
the Christmas range?
Yeah, their Christmas. Oh god, Christmas stuff is out already, isn't it?
Wow.
It's not even Halloween yet.
I
No,
know.
you got to get Halloween out of the way first.
Actually, yeah, my local Tesco's, they actually have they've already started bringing out their Christmas stock, and Halloween isn't even they haven't even got any Halloween stuff out yet.
Really?
Yeah. And then there's some kids was just I've seen some kids walking in and saying hey, why is Christmas stuff coming out right now? So I was like, have we missed Halloween?
To be fair, I think I've read
Time
somewhere
ago.
that trick or treating's been banned or something because it's just
Oh.
too impossible to do.
But mind you, there was one guy I saw in America who's actually done a really good idea for social distancing trick or treating, which was he ran a sort of a I don't know what do you call it, a washing line type thing, but he had a wee sort of a ghost on a pulley, so that he would send it off down to the end of the path where the trick or treaters would go, and the wee ghost would actually have a little carrier system in it, so it'd have a basket with all the treats for the children and a beer holder for a pint of can of beer for the parents,
Very nice.
which is actually quite cool. So. Actually, this is now giving me an idea. Actually, have you ever dressed up for Halloween?
Not for a long time.
Not only in your kids' years, but in recent adult years for parties and out there.
I've not really dressed up properly for parties and things, but when I was at uni, we I'd have I don't know, blood makeup and whatnot on my face. Not really dressed as anything particular, but dressed enough to blend in with the other horrific looking people, and the ones who had costumes on as well. Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
Well, I've done. Well, if we're talking just Halloween dress up, I literally haven't done that in probably over 10 years. No, actually, tell a lie. I did put on a post-apocalyptic gas mask affair for the kids trick or treating, just to greet them on the door.
All right.
And yeah, they turn around and say, "Thank you, Mr. Gas Mask." Yeah, okay,
Sure.
Trying to remember what was the last costume.
Yeah, I couldn't very well greet them on the door in my full G1 Optimus Prime costume because that would be a bit bulky.
Well, is that one there where you can actually turn yourself into a lorry or something?
I wish.
Ah.
Every time someone asks, "Oh, does it transform?" It's no, because I like my spine the way it is.
Yeah, just say you need a driving license for that kind of thing.
Actually, funny, yeah, because I mean, I do remember seeing like somebody did this really cool fancy dress of I think Bumblebee or something or other, but like he can make himself into a car, and he can actually drive himself.
Yeah, they put like little motors in the wheels or something.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
It is doable to make a Transformers costume transform, but some characters are easier to do than others.
Yeah.
Lou asked a while ago, how does the new Hornby Terrier perform compared to the old version? I think the old ones are still slightly better runners. They're just like really reliable models, but like they're really robust. Like, they've been making them since the 80s. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say they're better, but the new ones are pretty good. They're not bad because I think a lot of the newer Hornby models, or at least in the last like 15 years, not brilliant runners compared to Bachmann and others, but yeah, the Terriers are pretty good. They've got good pickups on them, so.
I mean, the older ones there were pretty much like were really the Dapple designs, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Tried and tested design.
Mm.
Well, it's the same with the pug as well, wasn't it? That used to be Dapol.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not quite as reliable as the Terriers, but I think that's just because of a small wheelbase.
Yeah,
Not really any real fault of the model.
Mm.
See, there's something that actually used to bother me quite a lot. Actually, every time I see videos online, they show you like how to wire up electro frogs and so forth for points. They only show you how to do one point, but they don't show you like how to wire up a crossover set of points. They don't show you how to do all that there. It's just basically just one point going into the siding. I'm like, yeah, but can we have some more of that though? So I'm like, how do you wire up?
How do you do the more complex stuff?
Yeah, it's like you never see anybody do that. Then I really feel disappointed about that.
Maybe they haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah, they don't know themselves.
I pay good money for this how-to DVD, and you're not showing me bugger all.
You're not showing me how to. Lucas Nolan, I'm building a ratio Midland suburban coach. It is so frustrating. Got any tips? What exactly is giving you trouble with it?
Yeah, just tell us exactly what. If it's the bogies, then yeah, you need to take some really good patience with those. Sometimes I see people they just do away with the bogies and just put like backbone ones or something. Clap that on.
Chris selling things in the chat.
Right, Chris, what are you doing? Stop making profits on my videos.
Not marketplace, clear off.
Yeah, we're not making profit.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is this? An advertising thing? Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this lovely Kinder chocolate with the creepy kid on the cover.
Is that
He's
product
watching
placement?
you.
Actually, that actually is kind of creepy. Like when you look at that, he just sees you.
Yeah, it's like that on all the Kinder packaging. It's a very strange design. Not the child, but yeah.
But then again, some of the old adverts are just kind of weird. I mean, that weird Humpty Dumpty one with the Kinder egg. That was a freaky one.
I reply from Lucas Nolan. Well, it's the bogies. Can't get them to attach to the body, and there's no place to put the brake shoes.
There's a kind of like a pin or something that's to go with them. They actually have with these kits, but the pins don't always fit the main shaft hole for it there, because it's always quite loose and the hole's a bit probably molded a bit too big there. So yeah, you might have some trouble with it there. I think probably best is like maybe the best choice would probably get maybe some Bachmann bogies that match the ones that to the kit that you have, and just bolt them on. Just drill a hole where the bogey pin will go, and then just get like a small nut and bolts from your hardware store and just use those. And then you can just cut the bolt down to size so that you don't see it, and just do that. That's the best choice I can give, because that's what I've seen some modelers use. But other than that, I don't really know.
I've got a similar problem with some Hornby LSWR coaches I've got. The couplings are not on them. Or, no, actually, I don't think they've got bogies that actually fit them. So also the couplings. And it's impossible to just get spare parts of just like the underframe and sort of just the bogies on their own instead of having to buy a whole new coach. And it's, I don't know what to do. I don't find try and fit like other bogies to it and just see if it works. But...
Yeah, I don't know why Hornby are a bit funny with their spares these days, because not that long ago they were quite free with like selling spares to some model shops.
Yeah.
I actually do miss the days like where some of the shops like they used to have the old service sheets ready at hand. And then like you said, like there was a plan with spare parts out there, and used to come in these big giant boxes. So that's something I actually wanted to try. I've been probably wanted to try and do for a while. Is actually make up a special wooden storage box similar to the old trying ones that they had. It was just like just a big red box, and it's just open it up there. And it's just full of all these little compartments with different spare parts, and
that'd be nice.
And a built-in rolling road system or a test track.
Cool. Even better.
Yeah, to make it even really posh.
Yeah. Speaking of models as well, quite a few model shops have closed down recently.
I know. I heard the Ian Allen Model and Bookshop is now closed. That's a real pity.
Yeah, I'd only been there the once a few years ago, but it's a lovely place, and there's not many other places in London to buy models from. Swindon as well, the Hornby outlet shop there, that's closing.
Unfortunately, I think one thing that does tend to kill them off is the rental rates.
Yeah. Funny, there's an outlet place in one of the towns there near me, and they charge an absolute fortune for rents. I'm thinking like, but what's the point of actually opening an outlet there if you keep charging so much for everyone? I mean, the only businesses that are still making a profit is Poundland and B&M.
Oh yeah, because they're chain shops.
Yeah.
I've still not got over when Model Zone closed in my town. I used to love that shop.
Well, the weird thing is in sort of Kent, there's been like model shops just coming and going.
Yeah.
Really bizarre. But I suppose the problem is that 9 times out of 10, it's the online market as well hasn't helped them.
That's true.
Yeah.
So like there used to be quite a few sort of model boat specialist shops in Kent. There's now one. And that is it.
Hanging on for dear life.
Sorry?
It's hanging on for dear life now.
Well, I did send him an email during when we had like the full lockdown asking, are you doing all right? Are you still open? Are you still going to be all right? And he's like, yeah, perfectly fine. I'm doing well.
Oh, good.
So I was really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry, if anyone could hear a little bell just now, that's the cat tearing around the place like a lunatic.
It's not the subscribe bell, just so you know.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, that voice there, that you now remind me of those Postman Pat parodies you see online. There's actually a brand new one there called Postman Pat and the Pandemic.
Oh God.
And,
Oh, nice.
and the guy in that parody, Pat actually the guy who does the voice for Pat in it there, he makes him sound like the actor Alan Bennett. Or that voice that you just used there, Ben. And basically, it's like Pat's just going around the country, and he keeps talking to Jess, saying, like, he says, "I'm telling you, Jess, here, Meet the Kardashians is the best program ever in the entire world, better than anything. Yeah, I'm telling you." and every now he stops and he talks to somebody else, and he comes back again, and he says, and conversation strikes up again. "I'm telling you, Jess, you have to watch it. Meet the Kardashians every month, so and so." To which point he then meets up he actually gets to meet one of the Kardashians. He's like, "I can't believe it, Jess, there's a Kardashian living in the village. I can't believe it. Somebody pinched me." He's got me real. So, but I'll tell you this. I tell you what, Ryan again, he absolutely loves the Irish Postman parodies. Every time him and I meet up there, we always like do the accent, do the voice, and recite the whole scene. It's great. How will you look at this here now?
What are you doing there, Ted?
All right, Pat, how's it going? Oh, Jesus, the offering bowl. Oh man, I've got stuff up nose already. Give me a second.
God.
That's better.
It's sad that the old Hornby Gordon misses some lining, even though it's supposed to be like that, but it looks odd and adding it on is a bit difficult. Yeah, lining can be a pain.
Yeah. Actually, there's an old Hornby book I have somewhere where it actually shows when they still used to make them in Margate. They actually sometimes they didn't bother with transfers. They actually used bow pens.
All right.
And there's a photograph of somebody actually, painting it on.
Well, yeah, you can get. I think they're called touch-up or repair pens. And It's basically a pen with paint in it.
Oh, that's cool. Never heard of those actually.
I don't know if they're a recent thing, but they're recent as far to me, so it might give those a try at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know how fine detail they go, but I'm sure you can. They must be out there. Must be able to get hold of them.
Possibly, yeah.
Ugh.
Right. What's the next stage of this? Oh yes, rebuilding. That side. So yeah, have you been in contact with any of the old gang, Ben? Like from Star Tugs or anything? Just like,
Oh yeah, we do. We do keep in touch over like Facebook and that. They're doing well enough. Just it's the same for everyone really. Lockdown's a pain in the neck. It is what it is.
I was hoping to go and volunteer at the Telecom Railway next month, in a couple of weeks anyway. I doubt that's happening now, but holding on to hope.
Oh yeah, talking about Telecom Railway here. Good old, our friend Luke Ryan is now working there now. He's working.
Yes.
Oh yeah, in the museum.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's working in the museum.
Recently today, he did a video of touring the Revenorgy study, and he was showing off the Sodor map and that there.
All right.
He sent me a message yesterday saying, "Here, I've got some stuff here you might be interested in." And I can't say what he sent me there, but I was very excited. So stuff to help me with my modeling. He was like, "Yeah, you might find this interesting." I'm like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome!" So, but yeah, he also managed to. He was also like he had access. No, he managed to get access to to source out some bits for me to help out with like to help replicate my Farquhar Mark II layout and that there, which I'm gonna try and rebuild that again maybe during the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I need to get that all sorted out. But one of the things I actually did ask him was to actually reveal to me exactly where the hinges were kept on the layout, because I didn't know exactly was the layout originally hinged or was it just bolted together in two pieces. But it turns out it actually is hinged, and he revealed to me where they were kept. And it's like one of those things where it's the simplest things, but your mind gets gets blown away by it. Like, I never knew that.
But yeah, well, it's not something you could ever really find out from photos and stuff. No one's going to be specifically taking pictures of hinges and things. You need to you need someone there in person.
Yeah. Plus, it's mostly also to know exactly what size of timber and all is required for it, and what size of hinges as well were needed. So,
yeah.
I so want to replicate Farquhar Mark II. What do you think of a competition, Michael? Well, pick a time, date. I'll see what I can do.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Yeah. Pick a time, date. I mean, of course, we'll have to start off with baseboards and so forth, and we have to make sure you have to get the right measurements. So I pretty much know already what the measurements are, so you'll have to do your research, mate. But I can give you a bit of a clue as to where you can find the measurements. I think the measurements are in the 1980s annual. I think the measurements are in that. So if you have a copy of that there, or know somebody has a copy, that's where you'll find the measurements for it.
Right, speaking of Thomas stuff, do you know that rather battered Ertl Edward I keep meaning to send to you?
Of course, yeah.
I found its face.
Hey, well done.
The old sticker face.
Nice.
Rather worn, but
Sure.
I was like 4 or 5 at the time, so.
Chris is asking to weather the house is from. It'll cost you extra, mate. No. Sure, I could do that. I can get some more.
Weathering costs more.
Yeah, I'll just stick it outside and let nature take its course. If you want to be authentic.
How would you go about weathering a Metcalf building? Because cover the brick up.
Well,
weathering powders,
dry brushing, or watercolors, I suppose.
Okay, yeah.
Depends really what you want really.
Yeah, watercolors would be good for water damage because the nature of the paint. But otherwise, yeah, dry brushing would probably work.
Yeah, because Metcalf actually do sell watercolor paints to actually match the actual kits themselves. In fact, I might actually get out my watercolors there just to fix up some areas where you can actually see the card seeming out. Actually, there was a method I used some time ago for I forgot which one it was. I think it was for my grounded coach I made for one model as that corner live stream. I think I still have it here. And the weathering method I used was here it is. The weathering method I used was scraping off some artist pastels and mixing them up with methylated white spirit, and it created this really cool fine translucent paint.
Oh yeah,
nice. Yeah.
That's what I ended up using. So that's what I painted it with the base coat, and then I just did that there. So I'm actually really pleased to see how well this turned out. Actually, even down if you look carefully, I can actually see the windows all cracked.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
So yeah, I was also trying out as well. Tom Foster gave me this idea about using a very fine pen out there to do writing out there. You might not see it that well here, but it says here not to be moved by order. And very fine writing. And he says he uses this method for writing down the chalk linings on the chalk writing on wagons to show where wagons are going off to.
I've got a coach exactly like that on my layout, but I didn't do anything to it. It was like a little diorama that someone had made, and it's an abandoned coach just like that. It's very weird. It's like you've just stolen my model. But yeah.
Let's see what type of building is
Henry Sackett, is your dry brushing your answer to everything? I wish it was. It would make things so much easier.
Just remind me, there used to be an old trend, used to be on YouTube years ago, and it'd be the title of the video would just be like a question, like the inevitable question of certain things, but the answer will be in the video. It's basically a clip from the Mr. Bean film where he just says the word magic. So it's like, what's like one hardest question? How did the moon come to be in existence? And it just plays the video magic.
Magic.
The Lego rowing one that said, "Max, could you give us a room tour?" It's got the 4 walls and a door and a window.
We're off to a good start.
I can describe it.
You want to play the Take Heart gallery music whilst you weekend?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to like show my room off, to be honest, but it's also a mess at the minute. Like just literally for the stream, like 3 minutes before the stream starts, I've like realized my Wi-Fi didn't work at the other end of the room when I have my camera on. So I have just moved my desk to the other end of the room. It works. So it's a real mess at the minute, but you see it a lot in my videos, to be fair.
Yeah, I was meaning to clean up the mess behind me there, but I forgot to do it. And I was like, damn. But
I mean, people are mainly looking at
damn.
Honestly, is this how this boy lives?
Yeah, there's not much to show, to be honest, in my room. You see most of it in my videos. I film on the floor. My desk is usually over there where I make all my models, but it's now here. Got a tripod here. That's used for filming. There you go. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Got some random things in my room though. Here's a railway sign, or the half of it. It's an old Great Western sign. That's fun.
R.I.P. Great Western.
I'm not ripping off the Great Western. That's already been done. But
yeah. Oh wow.
My brother gave me this.
Do you know what? I actually really, this is gonna sound real, but I actually really do want to have a bit of railway line, like actual rail.
Yeah,
it's to have as a door, maybe for a doorstop or for like a paperweight.
Yeah, like my brother gave me this as like a birthday present. He said it was used in a harbour as like a weight in the water. I think so. It's been cleaned up and everything, but I don't know what to do with it. But like you said, just like a doorway or something. It's just nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, a bit of rail. I thought, yeah, quite heavy.
A lump of rail.
Got a railway lamp as well while I'm up.
Oh, sweet. Hang on. I think I might. Give me a sec here. Let me switch camera for a sec.
No.
I can. What is that? Is that a tail lamp?
Yes, it's a tail lamp. It's slightly damaged. It's a later one as well as because it's got the
snap.
Hey, very nice.
There you go.
Together we can light up the world.
There you go.
Oh, you fitted lights in yours. Was in like a battery or electric?
Yeah, I just fitted in like some fairy light, red fairy light from One Christmas.
I've used an old-fashioned technique. I have a candle in mine.
Is it a scented one?
Yeah, it is. I literally just use it as a big candle holder. It smells nice. Actually,
I don't know if this is true or not there, but somebody might look this up for me. Is there really such a thing as a scented candle that actually does give off the scent of a steam railway?
I'm very sure there is.
I'd like that.
That would be something that if the people of Yankee Candle could hear us now, like say, go, yes, there's a demand for smoke and oil scented candles, please.
Yeah, there's at least people here that would buy one.
Yeah, because I know Deluxe Models did that smoke oil for their logo, so it actually has that actual authentic smell, which actually does smell like an actual railway engine. And I pretty much I did try using it there for a smoke generator, but it didn't really do all that much to it, really. But it's actually really good, for scenting your layout. So I put some dye on to where I have my coal station out there, and it actually does give off a really good, really nice nostalgic smell.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Of a rail yard. So I thought, yeah, that's actually quite good.
Even more authentic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still get them on eBay, but I got this headboard a while ago as well.
Oh wow!
I'm pretty sure this was from eBay. and you could like get a customized headboard. It's not like a proper metal one like real ones would be. It's just.
Do you know what? I'm actually thinking. I don't know if my sister would agree or not, though, but my niece is actually recently has turned into a Harry Potter fan.
Mm-hmm.
She actually did ask for a Hogwarts Express for Christmas. Maybe even a G scale one or something. But she did ask for some sort of a Hogwarts Express thing. But I thought, would it not be cool if I actually got her a Hogwarts Express headboard?
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
But that might be a bit.
You've
I
got
don't
the
know.
wall.
I don't know. She isn't really a railway fan though. But she does enjoy watching the trains go by and out there and playing with real people out there. But she does like Harry Potter. And I thought, well, it is a Harry Potter item, so.
I mean, if you go to literally any Harry Potter themed shop, like there's like King's Cross and then some in York, there's like the Hogwarts Express is always the first thing you see. It's like it's so iconic with Harry Potter, but like it's not in the films that much. You'd think.
I know. I mean, that's the only reason why I watch the films.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll sit down, watch the Hogwarts Express, hear the sound of Camelot's whistle being played, and I'm like, right, that's me. There I go.
Right, I've done it.
Hogwarts. But yeah, I think it's like because of that film, like the Clinton Viaduct has just become so popular now.
Yeah, definitely. It's literally become like one of the most iconic parts of the brand or the franchise, and like it's not that related really. It's not like anything to do with wizards. It is just a train. But I love it. I love how people like adore it. I'm still slightly annoyed that they used Alton Hall and not a castle for Hogwarts Castle, but it's a minor thing. It's so frustrating though.
We'll let that one slide.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Hall. Although it was going to be a fully Pacific beforehand, so that's
well, no, I did know in the one like the re-release versions of the books, like they do show the Hogwarts Express as a sort of like a modified bullied engine, really.
They went to the effort of like repainting it red and everything. I don't know what one it is, like what actual engine they used, but yeah.
I always remember that one poster from the first film where you see the Hogwarts Express going over a viaduct in the distance, and it doesn't have the tender, and that used to that used to make me cringe as a kid. I was like, no.
I think I saw that in a railway, either a railway magazine or railway modelling magazine, and the comment was, "It really must run on magic if it doesn't need coal or water."
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I had to look this up, saying like, what does the Hogwarts Express actually run on? Does it actually run on coal or so forth? And it just says it's a magic. I'm like, okay.
Is that Mr. Bean video again?
Oh yeah, how does the Hogwarts Express powered by magic?
Magic.
Actually,
there's an opportunity that actually is wasted. Like getting Rowan Atkinson in Harry Potter, that would be just amazing.
It would be good, yeah.
It's a missed opportunity out there.
Just what kind of character would he play though? Would it be something like Mr. Bean or Blackadder?
I'd say something like Blackadder. Yeah, Blackadder would be more suitable. Because I mean, it sounds like a wizarding name out there.
You can imagine him as like a professor or something in the school.
Professor Blackadder.
Yeah.
And Baldric the House Dwarf. Master has given Baldric a turnip in the shape of a thingy. He's free.
Baldric is free.
Don't worry, Mr. Potter, for I have a cunning plan. think there is. They did say there was talks about maybe bringing back Blackadder at some stage. I can't really remember, but I can't remember what the idea that they were going to go for. Something modern, I suppose.
I think when they're talking about like maybe going into like the future or something with Blackadder,
yeah,
instead of a historical period.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it's Mark Hamill's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Joker.
Happy birthday, Mr. J.
Mr. J and Mr. Wolverine and Mr. Trickster and Luke. Actually, I heard they were going to bring back the the Batman animated series, which is
All right.
which is quite cool, and I'm sure they'll do a good job with it because I mean I've seen the new the teaser for the new Animaniacs series and it looks so good.
Oh, is there a trailer for that out now?
Yeah, there's a wee teaser trailer, so you get to see the original voice actors are now back. Rob Paulson, Maurice Malash are going to be reprising Pinky and the Brain again.
All right.
Though I think there are some characters that won't make it back into the show. Like I think it was the singing cat or the can't remember who else was in it there. But I hope the what was the one with the running sketch with there was it Chicken Boo where there's like this random chicken plays these roles of like a scene or situation or whatever, and nobody knows it's a chicken in disguise. And he behaves like a chicken. He does all these like ordinary chicken stuff, and everybody thinks, "Oh, it's all part of the plan."
Oh yeah.
And then his cover's blurred at the very end. It's like, see, he's a chicken the whole time. Kill him!
Get him!
Yeah, kill him. And then the chicken gets like kicked out of town, and then it just goes to go. Oh well, let's go and do another job, and then that's it. It goes on the next day. It's like rinse and repeat. I'm like, seriously. Mind you, I actually do remember seeing in the old Animaniacs scene there was like, I know they did a sequel for Pinky and the Brain, which is Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain, where they become pets to a character from Tiny Toons, and they just get into all this just shenanigans all out there. In fact, the idea was actually made by the studio, but the animators didn't actually want it to happen, so they worked into the main title sequence saying like, so Pinky and the Brain have a new domain. It's what the network wants. Why bother to explain, or why bother to complain, or so forth.
Anyway, going back to sort of railway memorabilia, I've got a couple of bits here from my grandfather.
Ooh,
oh wow,
that's cool.
Old builder's plate.
Yeah,
nice.
It's quite hefty as well, and commit. There we go.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
And coincidentally, that's the year I was born.
Oh, there you go then. Yeah.
Oh, the broadcasting year of Series 2. Very appropriate. Very good. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. The other
For what loco, I don't actually know. It was just in amongst some stuff my grandfather gave me.
All right. What was it? The other couple of weeks back, actually, there was I think it was like maybe a few months back there. I did this post for SIF for one of their blogs, and it was all about how I first got into Thomas and how it was first introduced to me. And it was said it was all done on these 2 VHS tapes I had. And I said at the very end that I kept one of them, but the other one went missing. And I was still, and I think I mentioned it a few times, maybe once or twice on these streams before in the past. I really don't know, but I did say like I was still on the hunt to try and find this missing VHS tape, which would turn out to be my favorite out of the two. And sure enough, I managed to find one on eBay. I was very surprised because it's actually very hard to find this one. And my mate Chris there, he does have a copy of it there, and he actually let me borrow it one time to make a digital copy, but I managed to get one in the end, which is kind of emotional, really, from my view, anyway. So yeah, I managed to find a copy of this VHS.
Oh, wow!
Oh, cool.
Well, to be honest, this isn't the cover, really. This isn't the actual cover for it. This is just one I made up. But it just came with the cassette tape there. But this here was what I lost years ago as a kid, and I was so heartbroken that I lost it.
Oh,
and I
nice
must yeah. So like when I got it there, I actually sat down and watched it, and I must admit I actually got a wee bit teary-eyed because a bit of childhood has been restored.
No.
But there you go.
I was recently looking for a lot of my original. I don't know if they were first release or not, but they were very old, like Thomas VHS tapes. I've got no idea what's happened to them. So annoyed.
God.
We're talking I think series 1 and 2 stuff, but like really early releases.
Aye. Lucas just says here, Michael, you said name a time and day. Okay, 2 years from now at the Telecom Railway Great Model Railway Challenge style, and Luke Ryan is the judge for this Farquhar Mark II replica challenge. Well, if that's the way you want it, mate, I'm game. But the only thing is, will I have the layout built before then? Well, then again, I'll be too busy with the Northwestern Railway replica and Mid-Sodor, so... Oh, funny, coincidentally enough, actually, talking of the Northwestern thing here, we're actually now starting on doing the scenery for it, which is cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it just shows you how far we now have got there. So we're starting. We've got the main hill for the Knapford section. So that's now all built up now, and we're busy getting the roadway put in. So we're using bits of wood out there to make up the roadway. So it's going to be like, so it's going to be built like so that the road and the platform for the train station is actually flush together, like the same level.
Okay.
And then it just drops down to the track level. So I haven't seen that method being used before, so I thought it might be a cool idea to do it for this one.
Joseph Midland 4F. I remember I killed a Thomas VHS tape.
Jesus.
You killed one? I mean
probably the player ate it.
I hope it choked.
I hope you choke.
Oh, that was
what's really annoying is that I mean this is when they were still making the Tugs VHS tapes. Is that my munitions and regatta tape got eaten by the VCR?
Oh.
And I remember as a little kid, I was distraught.
I might head off briefly, or
Yeah,
go and grab some more food. Getting a bit hungry.
Okay.
go ahead.
But I struggled. So I've done the roof on one of the two buildings. Difficult to see on the camera, but like it's like tiled now, both sides.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
showing up quite well in the light.
Yeah, that's a lot nicer. Let's see what it was like before, just plain. So
Yeah.
I'd need to spray paint it anyway to like before I can actually paint the final layer. But yeah, these will be done soon. These aren't actually my buildings; they're for someone else. But
Oh. Cool.
yeah, I've just got to paint them up and do the other roof, and then again they still need doors. But yeah, the roofs take ages.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh damn! I forgot the doors.
Yeah, should remember that. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
it's been
that.
really fun.
So it's like the Drake and Josh.
Again.
It's been like the Drake and Josh sketch there, where he forgets the doors.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot the doors. Oh, really?
Yeah, thank you for hosting another grid stream, and
Yeah.
I hope to join on again in the future.
Yeah,
If you're doing
definitely.
them regularly now.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Well, have a good night.
All
You
right.
too, and everyone in the
All
chat.
See you, mate.
All right, take
See
care,
ya.
mate. All the best.
You good?
You too.
And then
there were two.
but who will survive? Tune in next week. Same channel, same hour.
I'm not really boring the chat with what I'm modelling, just dry brushing a lot of green. Unfortunately, I haven't really got a whole lot else to model at the moment.
White versus Hall. That's nice. Let's see how much time left have we got for the stream? Nearly under a half hour.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're good.
We can amuse ourselves. Whoa! What do you want, cat? Hang on. Hey, come here. Come here. Where you gone? Oh God, they're all in now. Call one and the whole lot comes.
How many have you got?
5.
What?
5 cats.
Why have you got 5 cats?
They kind of happened.
Okay.
The first 3 were well, actually, all except one are rescues.
Okay.
3 of them came together. And the other, one of them Sarah got me as a surprise present of all things. And then yeah, the 5th one was just a completely sort of unplanned adoption. She was you might have seen the pictures. She's the one-eyed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was poor thing was bounced between like several houses trying to find the right owner. And they said, oh, you know, she might not be that, you know, cuddly or anything. And it's just like, you know what? She needs a home, even if she doesn't want to know us. We'll give her a good place to live out the rest of her days.
Yeah, that's good.
But she settled in really well and absolutely loves a good fuss. Stepney the Bluebell engine. What's wrong with 5 cats? Yes, what's wrong with 5?
Nothing. Just hope you don't turn to the crazy cat league. Crazy cat lady.
It's too late for that. We're all mad here.
I'm sorry, but no, it's far too late for that.
It's far too late.
That's still my favorite scene from that animated version of the Killing Joke.
All right.
It's just the delivery of that is just fantastic. No, it's far.
Yes, I remember that now. I was having to think. It's like, have I watched The Killing Joke? Yes, I have watched it.
Yeah. I mean, when it actually gets down to the actual Killing Joke story plot, it's actually quite good.
Mm.
I mean, the bad girl story at the beginning never really took my grab.
Wait, out there. Get out.
There's a bit of a strange sound there.
The cats have decided that they want to play, and one of them's being a bit rough. Come on, out. Out you go. Go on. Gary. There we are. They've settled their differences.
But this isn't over.
We'll have my revenge. Now, one of them, the only one that isn't a rescue is she's a Bengal cross, and she can get a bit crazy with the others.
Right.
But that's just the nature of the breed. She's not like mean or anything. She just likes to roughhouse a little bit.
I see.
So away with yours.
Funny. My sister's cats moved in with us there, and May's been trying to get used to them in a while.
Yeah.
But she's still like she finds them fascinating, really. But like the cats, they know like May's a dog that they're like, no, we don't want you here and not there. But May's still like eager to learn more about what is this strange creature that's has appeared in my household. And she basically she really just wants to play with them. She just wants to replay. But the cat's just like, now.
Yeah, it's because dogs and cats have different body language.
Yeah.
It's like when my parents first got their Springer Spaniel. We at the time we still had one of our old cats.
Yeah.
And bless her, this poor cat was partially deaf, partially blind. The dog walks up to her and sniffs her nose, and goes to sniff her, and she smacks him on the nose. So I think that put him off cats. Have I made any more progress on my 10 cents replica? Unfortunately not at the moment. I know I keep saying I'm going to make progress on it soon, but yeah.
It's a matter of when.
Unfortunately, I don't. Sorry?
It's all a matter of when.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes.
But as I said a bit earlier in the stream, I have recently picked up a new couple of speed controls for it, so I'm getting bits together for it. It's just I actually need to start putting the thing together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about that that new hull that you got you said you got one time? How's that holding up?
Oh yeah, that massive, great big thing. Yeah, I would show it on camera, but it is just too big for that.
All right.
And what we'll do is once I've got enough space cleared for it to take a good picture, I'll pop it up on my TC Tugs pages.
Yeah.
So everyone can have a look.
How big did you say it was again?
Oh god. About 4 foot long.
Jeez, that is big.
Yeah, it's an old Metcalf Mouldings hull, which I don't know what's going on with their molds, because they went, obviously they were doing their own molds beforehand, or in the first place, and then they sold their molds to another company. Then that company went bust. So I think those molds have now gone to another model company. So, but no, I saw it for sale in a Facebook group for model boats, and it was like £40 for this massive great hull. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have that. Wasn't present earlier. What did you get? Speed controls for 10 cents. Because it needs one for the drive, the propeller motor, and one for the smoke unit.
So, like for the smoke unit, there is that just like the speed controls, just so you can get those wee blasts of smoke, like what they showed in the show.
Sort of, yeah. Because I mean, it's because it is going to function as a model boat rather than like being fixed to the trolley like the original.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to make anywhere near as much smoke.
Right.
But yeah, the unit, you can either have it like just on off blast of smoke. You can have it run in tandem with the drive motor, so when the drive motor is running, the smoke will as well, or you can run it independently.
All right.
And I prefer to do it independently.
So it looks more like more authentic.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because sometimes at a low speed you need a lot of smoke, or sometimes you don't want a lot of you don't want any at all. So
yeah.
But also, it's with smoke units and model boats in general. It's good practice if you can to have it on have its own dedicated battery, because they do use up quite a lot of amps or a lot of power. So if you run the whole thing off of one battery, it can run it down very quickly.
Right. I'll just write exactly right.
I'm making a small card model of Hercules at the moment, although he's rather out of scale. All right.
That's cool. There you go.
I have not a Scooby-Doo how I'll make the glasses.
Bit of wire.
Yeah, if it's a small scale one, I think wire is probably your best bet.
Probably get a pair of these ones for dolls.
Might actually work.
Yeah.
Actually, ready-made sort of dolls glasses.
Yeah, I actually bought these for the puppets for Batman Design. I actually took a look through them, and there actually is actual lenses in them. They've actually prescribed lenses. It's like, whoa. But it's actually magnified lenses. So it's like they're actual working reading glasses for dolls.
You kidding?
I'm not kidding. They actually are magnified.
extra level of detail.
I know. What will they surprise us with next?
Next thing you know, they'll have actual like varifocal lenses in those.
I know. No. Oh, I see. Baby Annabelle is now growing up now. Is she ready for her new glasses? Is it better number 1 or number 2? Oh, don't say that. You're making baby wee wee. Yeah, wet himself again. Oh god, that's a weird advert. That one. I don't know why that product was made, and actually, let alone advertise it. That's scared me for my child.
Yeah, it's surprising some of the things that get past the censors.
I know. In fact, one of my uncles, who's a priest here, he actually walked in whilst the advert was being played during a Cartoon Network break, and we're just watching it. Like he just wanted to watch like TV there, and then thing came on. He was like, "Oh God, no! Avert your eyes!" So, as we're nearly, we've only got like less than half an hour left of the stream now. Here, I want to actually see here. This is going to be a new challenge that this is a new thing that we're going to try and maybe work on, maybe for next time in Modeler's Corner. Folks in the chat there, we're going to be seeing about maybe doing each week of the streams. We're going to be covering a certain type of modeling method, like modeling tips and that there. So, if there's anything in particular you guys want us to look at, or want to show you guys how to make something like that, give us a shout, and we'll maybe make a model relating to a certain theme, or like show you guys how to make certain stuff like this. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want or want to learn how to model certain stuff, give us a shout in the comments there, and we'll see what we can come up with. But we can't do anything like electric type of them out there, because well, for one thing, all my electrical stuff is all packed away in boxes and out there. But yeah, if there's anything like constructive like you want,
yeah, or like any techniques or anything,
yeah, just give us a shout, and we'll cover a stream dedicated to that there, or maybe even do a challenge, maybe do an actual challenge. Give us a challenge, and we'll try and see like who can make the best one at the end of the stream. Have a countdown or something, rather. Be like ready, steady, cook. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, well, I used to love watching Ready Steady Cook, but mainly used to listen to the countdown music.
All right.
Because I just found that really really interesting to listen to, even though I can't find it anywhere.
It's just one of those things lost to the sands of time.
Yeah. Mind you, some sound effects, like like random music tracks and out there, and even sound effects appear just out of the bloom. Like I said, that one anime, no, not anime, like soundtrack music I heard from my teens.
All right.
Appeared up again there, so I found it quite good.
Modeling Trackmaster. All right. Yeah, I've seen a few people doing like custom, like they do like custom either like wooden railway or the Trackmaster stuff. I think that's quite good.
Yeah,
because it's amazing what some people can do with those things.
Yeah, because like it reminds me very much of the way that they display the toys in the original days. Like they actually do build an actual model set for it to be shown. Seeing all that there, it does remind me of that there, and it brings a lot of nostalgia vibes to it. Because I do remember, like when they used to show the old Tomy Tamika Thomas stuff, they actually put ballast on the outside of the blue rail tracks.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, and I thought that's actually quite a nice bit of detail, actually. And then you can see all the lichen hedges and K&M wire trees and out there. I thought. Now, of course, you have the painted backdrop as well, which is quite cool. Oh yeah, Ben, have you actually thought about buying one of the Cool Props Thomases yet?
I thought about it, but to be honest, I really just don't have the money for it.
Right.
I've, gone with just model boats in general, and with my 10 cents model, it's not a cheap thing to do. But I did see the what was it? They're doing one in his old livery.
Yeah, that's actually quite cool. I was going to say, like, what would you would have seen if Thomas did it, if they did do the Adventure Begins in model form?
Yeah,
that actually looks pretty cool.
I thought that was a nice thing to do for the fans.
Definitely. Well, I can confirm I've actually placed an order for it, Thomas.
All right.
So it's already like nearly halfway through payment now. So half its payment has now come through. So I should get it maybe before or after Christmas.
All right.
So I haven't bought Annie and Clarbo though with the one with Annie and Clarbo because I think it's better just getting Thomas on his own because I don't really have the space for.
So what would you just have it as like a display piece, or would you plan to like modify it?
No, I'm just gonna have it as a display piece. Really, I'm gonna see, but once it arrives, I'll see what way it comes in. If it comes with a wee glass case, not there, I'll just put it in that there or put it in redisplay.
Yeah.
But if not, I'll see. If there's a fellow who I know who does like display units not there, so I'll see if we can make one up specially for this.
Yeah. What, like do like maybe a sort of a scenic base for it to stand on, and then a perspex top.
Well, yeah, it does come with like ballasted tracks like on a wee.
Oh, okay.
Like so, it's pretty much already done. Like so, I think it's just have a case to go over it really. Mind you, it'd be pretty cool if Cool Props actually did a bonus package, so like you can actually buy buy the other faces that you don't get with the other one. If you know what I mean.
All right.
Because with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, you get his normal like grinning face, his shocked face, and his angry face. But if you get Thomas on his own, you only get his grinning face and his tired one.
It's all that incentive, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
GWR model of 5741. Only 100 of the LBSC are being made. It's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they said it was like a limited edition one, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, but 100 though, that's you would have thought they would have made a bit more. But I don't know. I suppose really depends if there's a demand for it.
Yeah. Mind you, it's actually not got me thinking like, considering that they're going to be releasing Bill and Ben as the next one. Who do you think will be the next? Who do you think will be the next after that?
Oh God only knows.
I'd say Percy would be next to James.
Yeah, I think that probably one that they know that they're going to sell.
Yeah, I'd say it might be like Percy with a troublesome truck. Or a mail van. I don't know.
Yeah, it would not surprise me in the least that once people start getting hold of them, that we start seeing them like being fully motorized and that.
Yeah. Even though I don't know if there's actually enough room for that, or what space they actually have. Because
yeah,
at the sheer price of them, do you really have to convert it to be motorized? Really
well, it's, at the end of the day, it's if anyone wants to.
Yeah. I mean, in my case, like, I do have a gauge 1 Thomas, though, but it's mainly just for garden railway purposes, like
Yeah.
this one here. So still undergoing some work there. I'm still waiting to get some side rods and all for it, though. But
wasn't that an old Ertl one?
Yeah, it's an old radio controlled one. Yeah, it's. I saw somebody, a Gauge 1 modeler, made his Thomas using one of these, and I was heavily inspired by that. And I thought, yeah, I'll make mine just like that. So,
all right.
Somebody told me that it fits very well on a Pico motor unit there. So I'm going to change the wheels over, because I found out that I don't know if this is true or not. The when the Thomas models were being shown for display out there, they changed the wheels over to Pico ones.
All right.
So I'm going to see if I can get a wheel set of these ones, of the right ones there for this, and yeah, get that sorted out. Just sit there. Good. Chris, are you coming back to the MES anytime soon? I'll see. I don't know when yet. No, to be honest, I actually would like to go back to the miniature railway again. It's been too long.
Yeah, I've not been down my local model rail club in ages because of COVID, because they just can't have everyone in the clubhouse at the same time.
Yeah. Well, if my one there, we do meet up there, but we have we're gonna have restrictions where we're gonna have wear face shields.
Yeah.
Instead of the masks, because some of them can't really hear each other speak properly in those masks. Favorite character from each railway from Thomas? Each railway? So is that narrow gauge, miniature railway, and standard gauge? Standard gauge, it'll have to be both Thomas and Edward. Edward mainly because I like his design. And narrow gauge, I'm not really that fussed, really. For now, I'll have to say maybe Rheneas. For now, anyway. Small railway, not really fussed, really. Mountain railway, well, to be honest, I never really took much interest in the mountain railway, so.
But that's the best one.
It only got one book, and that was it. There was bugger all else.
I remember when I first came across that book as a kid, I was like, when are they going to put these guys in the TV series? And it just never happened.
Yeah.
It might, then you never know. Well, I suppose, if it with CGI, it would actually be possible now, not restricted with having to build a physical model as such.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine it'd be easy trying to get an eye mechanism in both ends and a smoke unit.
Though, funny enough, I actually did see somebody on Twitter actually make one, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is really good. That, and he's done the eye mechanism for the coach as well.
Yeah, I was going to say
That's
that
really
as well.
good.
Oh, that's included, probably. Hey, we're getting there.
That's the one. Arlo, the guy who's made the
Yes.
Coldie.
Let's check some messages there. Oh, jeez.
All right.
Yeah, he's just
Sorry?
jumped out. I was just checking my messages there on online there, and then he suddenly just went. And I just what's wrong?
Spooked.
You spooked me. Right. Right. No message check.
Okay.
What?
I've Oh, right, I follow. Sorry, Tidmouth Yard says I've subsided to that dreadful threat. Like, what? And then Two-Faced Heart Production is threatening to take a tin opener to someone.
Oh dear. Right. Let's get some water here and get my watercolors and just touch up these corners here.
Please don't threaten others with violence in the chat.
Yeah. You just.
It's supposed to be a good time stream.
Right. I think that's the right color there.
I don't have a good tin opener to take to anyone anyway.
There you go.
It was a Super Rescue reference.
Yeah. Okay, I did not expect that to happen.
What was that?
Did everyone see that?
No.
Right, I just finished painting. I was just starting to paint this corner of the house, and the brush end of the brush fell off. Like he just literally, I'm not kidding. I'm not making this stuff up. It literally just went like that, and I went, ah. Then just went. Oh, I must at some stage I must do a compilation of all like the random like the funny moments.
Like a blooper thing.
Like an unexpected like blooper reel. What could go wrong? Right, hang on. I need to get the super glue out to fix this. Two-Face starred Michael's brush. I'm heading out of here. Screw this, I'm going home.
Hey guys, I'm going home.
You respect my authority. Respect my authority. Oh well, another 4 minutes of brush dropping shenanigans.
What could a tin opener do to a class 40 anyway? Well, depends how determined you are with it.
Or how skilled you are with one.
Sorry?
Or how skilled you are with one.
Yeah. It makes spam. Spam, 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 spam.
Spam. Oh yeah, talking of spam now. Do you hear James May's got his own cookery program coming out?
Yeah, fair enough.
He's got a book to accompany it there. With the slogan, simple recipes that even an idiot can achieve.
And to be fair, May is probably one of the most level-headed out of the Top Gear 3.
Yeah. Plus, he beat Gordon Ramsay in a cooking challenge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was making fish pie or a type of fish pie, and they didn't. The judges didn't like Gordon's one, so. And also during the challenge day, James opened a bottle of wine and he was literally downing each glass every time, and he was pretty pissed by the time he was like, and when they found out who won the challenge, like Gordon was literally effing him by and saying, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" At which point James says, "How are you driving? You're gonna go driving there."
Unanswerable Thomas questions. Can Spam Can eat spam? Can any engine eat spam?
Suppose. I actually remember in the Tales of the Over Railway audios, I think it was the history ones there, where they were talking about one of the interviewers. He was saying he was living off spam, and that there you actually hear the background, the Monty Python song.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness knows what they got planned for the next one.
Sorry?
I says I can't wait to hear what they have for the next one.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a continuity link in my room. Where's my elephant gun? Good old Chris. Right. I'll have to
Rebecca was never called a spam can at any point, which is sad. It was such a daft insult, would work well in BWBA.
Right. It is now gone 10 o'clock. That means the stream has to end. So I know, Ben, it's sad, but these people need to go to bed now. Or
We need to go Betty Bows.
Someone has to go to Betty Buys, or these people have to go to work after waiting the long hours to watch us make stuff. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning once more into Modeler's Corner. Let us show what we've done so far. So, this is how far I've got with this build for my mate Chris.
I made a house.
I made a house. It's the house that Mike built. Oh, Jack does nothing.
He don't do nothing.
Yeah, he don't do nothing. So yeah, still need to do some more work there. Just need to tidy up more of the walls out there. But as you see, like, you know, the watercolors does fill in the joints quite well, and, you know, provides an extra bit of weathering look to it there as well. So yeah, so I'll do a bit more work on that there maybe during the weekend and see how I get on. And what about you, Ben? How did you get on? How many did you get dry brushed?
Well, I mean, it's sort of a batch process anyway, but we've done the main green on some of them.
Oh, nice.
So it's a base coat and then a dark green dry brush and then a lighter green. And actually, if you could enlarge that for us.
Yeah, me also.
Pretty please.
I will.
There we go. Right. So you can see how it's picked up on the sort of the raised areas. There we go. That's a bit more in focus.
Yeah, that looks really good, that.
So this is like the main color of the model. And then we'll start picking out the other details using a regular fine detail brush.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a really good sort of quick way, because I've got a lot of Warhammer models to paint. So thankfully, this is a nice quick way of picking out all the details on the main body.
Yeah.
So
that's very good, that.
And then you can see it on like a regular one.
I love his invisible gun there.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Oh, that's good.
Right, I'm going to have to balance this a wee bit. There we are.
Oh, nice.
Because thankfully this is the gun is a separate part, so it makes it a lot easier to paint.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Good work. Right. And of course we've seen Max's work on there, so before I left. So
very good it was.
Yeah, very good indeed. Right, guys. As I said, this now brings our live stream to a close. Thank you so much, Noel, for tuning in. It's, you know, great to be back once more at Modeler's Corner again, and yeah, hopefully the next 10 weeks we'll be having some more you know, more stuff lined up, and hopefully we'll have some more guest modelers coming back on board again, and yeah, we'll see how it all goes here. So change well, I was going to change back from this room to the lakeside again, but my green screen is now destroyed.
We have absconded with the green screen.
Yeah, we're pretty much going with that there. So yeah, might as well have to deal with this now. So, but yeah, from Ben and myself, and also to Max, who left us early on. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week, same time, same hour, same fun. Take care, guys. And happy modeling, and
take care, everyone.
Bye bye. Oh, that went well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do?